Hello there! Sa game ng Rain or Shine, Elasto Painters kontra sa Phoenix Fuel Masters, meron ako napansin na ginawa ng Rain or Shine na I found very interesting and cool and fun. It's Gabe Norwood playing as a center. Well, not technically, pero sa schemes, defensively, I think so. Pero bago ang lahat, let's talk about Rain or Shine muna. As of recording this, 5-1 ang kanilang standing sa conference na to. Yes, first seed sila currently with 5-1 record despite, I'd argue pinaka-malalang injury bug sa liga, unfortunately. Based from what I've seen, it made Rain or Shine a good defensive team instead. Kasi alam naman natin, itong Rain or Shine team na to, run and gun team, possessions game. Puro sila slashers and they really, run the floor to take advantage sila sa mga fast breaks sa transition. Talagang paramihan ng possession and ang malaking factor kung ba't nila nagagawa yon is because of their depth. Pero kung, kalahati nun is hurt, hindi ganun magiging sustainable yung ganung klaseng offense. And we've seen Rain or Shine this conference so far score a little bit lower sa kung anong ina-expect natin na usual sa kanila. Pero it's because of their defense. Na-reinvent nila yung mga sarili nila to be more of a defensive team ngayon na hindi sila ganun ka-capable mag-run and gun game so far dahil because of their injuries. Dahil na may because pa. Pero anyway, balik tayo kay Gabe Norwood. Through Rain or Shine's first 6 games, kalahati na to ng conference, Gabe Norwood actually played quite a lot of minutes Sa per game basis, it was around 26 to 27 minutes per game sa sample size na yun. And very productive siya sa mga minuto na yun, producing 6.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game. Well-rounded numbers from Gabe Norwood, something you'd expect from him. Now, pag-usapan na natin yung adjustment na sinasabi ko kanina. Technically, Gabe Norwood is not playing as the center. Yes, sometimes nagsa-small ball ang Rain or Shine. Siguro sa 27 minutes sa Gabe Norwood, mga siyam doon. Siya lang yung big man, siya lang yung center, small ball lineup ang Rain or Shine. Pero most of the time, may kasabay naman siya. It's either Belga, Datu, minsan silang dalawa ni Santilla naghahati sila. Pero in terms of schemes kasi, si Gabe Norwood yung nagiging rim protector. Kasi teams often attack Keith Datu sa pick and roll or Bo Belga. Kasi hindi sila ganun ka-effective as drop defenders. So, ang ginagawa ng Rain or Shine is sinoshow nila, hine-hedge or biniblitz nila yung pick and rolls involving those big men. Resulting to Gabe Norwood playing as the 4, as the help side defense na nagsha-shot block kapag may opportunity. So basically, Gabe Norwood on defense is playing the center position. Kasi instead of their centers dropping, pinapashow nila yung bigs nila sa perimeter and they let Gabe Norwood protect the rim. Which essentially makes him as the center defensively. Dito, we can see na Phoenix, aatakihin nila si Keith Datu sa pick and roll, which is a very common tactic opposing teams go for. Pero instead of Datu dropping, which could be problematic kasi mas maraming elite guards sa PBA instead of elite rollers. Makikita natin dito, babagsak si Mamuyak after the solid screen of Matthew Daves. And then si Datu will be forced to contest Richie Rivero's pull-up. So this leaves Gabe Norwood defending against the roll na si Matthew Daves and this guy na si Kai Balungay. Pero tignan na natin kung bakit yung team sina-atake si Keith Datu sa pick and roll and why Rain or Shine is opting to use Keith Datu or their bigs in general, whether si Porter man yan or si Bo Belga, kasi lahat sila share a thing in common. They're not really the best in terms of drop defense. Anyway, this is what happens kapag nakadrop si Datu against a shot-creating guard and a roll threat. Makita natin, high ball screen. It's Tyler Tio, nag-screen si Perkins. Now, may roll si Perkins. Si Datu, nag-show lang ng konti, pero this is still a drop defense. Nag-drop siya at the level of the screen. So, babalik si Keith Datu ngayon sa tao niya kasi nakadrop siya kay Tio. Pocket pass against Perkins. Perkins attack Datu na may advantage si Perkins in terms of, creation and mobility against Datu's size. Pero, kapag wala naman kasi sa balance, doesn't really matter yung size na yon. So, kaya ang Rain or Shine, they opt to make Belga, Datu, and Porter blitz or hedge instead of dropping. Kasi it gives a guy like Tyler Tio an opportunity to create na yun naman yung specialty ng karamihan na guards PBA and wala naman masyadong, roller talaga rito sa Pilipinas. Unlike, Converge, Junmar, Hinebra with Japet Aguilar. Anyway, So dito, yun yung ginagawa ng Rain or Shine with their bigs and Gabe Norwood. Makikita natin, magko-contest dito si Datu. Syempre, hindi naman talaga natural rebounder si Gabe, so ma-outplay siya din ni Balungay. Pero again, it's Gabe Norwood, so hindi pwedeng malamya yung pag-angat mo sa bola against Gabe Norwood. Gabe Norwood is going to, put that away. Which is yun yung nangyari dito. Solid block from Gabe Norwood underneath the basket. Pero yung susunod na clip yung magiging mas malinaw na explanation or example sa kung ano yung sinasabi ko. Okay, we can see here, transition, Evan Nele, drag screen. Again, ginamit ng Rain or Shine si Datu para mag-blitz. OA naman ng linya ko. Ginamit nila si Datu para mag-blitz. So, 2 on the ball. This forces Gabe Norwood to defend 2 guys. Si Perkins, tsaka yung roller. So, ito si Malonzo is now tasked para saluhin si Gabe Norwood. Kailangan niya itag dito si Perkins to disallow the drop pass from the roller. So, makikita natin dito, Gabe Norwood will eventually switch kasi hindi mahirap ng recover. Okay, si Malonzo, sinalo niya si Perkins, giving Keith Datu time para makapag-switch off kay Perkins para makabalik na rin si Malonzo sa tao niya. So, it's Gabe Norwood against Matthew Daves. So, alam niya na naman kung anong mangyayari dito since it's Gabe Norwood. He forced Matthew Daves to take few extra steps, traveling violation, and it's Gabe Norwood protecting the rim once again, being the help side defender. And si Norwood kasi 6'5 pa rin yan, 'di ba? Kahit sabihin natin na, arguably point forward pa nga si Gabe Norwood nung prime niya. Pero yung 6'5 na yan, average height yan ng mga big sa PBA. Unless na lang kung si Justin Arana, Baltasar ka, or Jumar Fajardo, 'di ba? And yung experience, timing, and length ni Gabe Norwood, hindi yan mismatch. Gusto pa ni Gabe Norwood yung ganyan, yung mga 6'5 center sa PBA na atakihin siya sa ilalim. Dito naman, post-isolation for Jason Perkins. Gusto ko lang tignan natin sabay-sabay dito yung timing ni Gabe Norwood. Gusto kong i-admire natin dito kung gaano ka-well-timed yung reaction ni Gabe Norwood. He waited for the moment na si Perkins i-scan yung floor. Kasi syempre pag nakaposte ka, scan mo muna yung floor. Kapag may help, maybe you try to, make a play, let the play develop instead. Pero kapag wala naman masyadong help, di ba, you attack. You create for yourself. Pero makikita natin dito, as soon as Jason Perkins looked and scanned the floor, makikita natin si Norwood susundot dito. Boom! Diba? Perfectly timed. And sa fourth quarter naman, dumating sa point na ang Phoenix, takot na kunin si Gabe Norwood sa mga pick and roll. Kung sino yung binabantayan ni Gabe, hindi nila kinukuha. Kahit na elite pick and popper dito si Brian Santos, mas pinili nila yung tao ni Ken Taffin yung atakihin at ipag-set ng screen. Makikita natin dito, instead na merong down screen for Brian Santos na mag-pick and pop, pinili na lang Las Santillan instead of Gabe Norwood. Ganun na silang katakot kay Gabe Norwood sa punto na to ng laro. So, nangyari, okay, Rain or Shine switched it kasi versatile sila. And yung players nila equipped to defend or well-equipped to run the switching defense. So dito, Gabe Norwood against Brian Santos, dribble, penetration, alam na natin ano na mangyayari dyan. He forced the pass out and eventually Ken Taffin puts up a bad shot. And again, it's Gabe Norwood making things happen for Rain or Shine. And gusto ko rin balikan kasi napansin ko din na kapag pinili kasi rito, okay, it's Garcia. Pag pinili nila si Gabe yung magsiswitch. And of course, diba, you wouldn't want Gabe Norwood on you. And dito naman, Tyler Tio, less experience compared kay RR Garcia. So, hindi niya siguro paalam or siguro wala rin siyang choice. Pero dito, si Perkins yung nag-set ng screen, so si Gabe Norwood yung sasalo. Dito, magsiswitch si Gabe Norwood kay Tyler Tio. And alam naman natin kung ano mangyayari dito. It's Gabe Norwood, perfect angle, perfect distance. Alam niya na mahaba galamay niya and yung length niya to contest the pull-up or even kapag ginamit ni Tio yung speed niya to get to the basket, may enough space in Norwood to recalibrate and contest right at the rim. So dito, Tio pull-up, great contest from Norwood. Tio, hindi na-anticipate na magsiswitch si Norwood sa kanya and Norwood, again, great defensive possession. Dito naman, Perkins, flare screen for Sean Manganti. Alam nyo na anong mangyayari dito. Magsiswitch si Gabe Norwood and Sean Manganti. Again, like Tyler Tio, I don't know why would you attack Gabe Norwood like that. So, Sablay, again, stop. Rain or Shine, again, locking up Phoenix Fuel Masters every time na involved si Gabe Norwood sa play or sa pick and roll. And that's because Norwood is playing the 4 or 5 position, which allows Rain or Shine to be more versatile, have more options kapag inaatake sila sa pick and roll, na makes sense kasi sa PBA nga, like I've said earlier, maraming mga talented na guards and not a lot of, bigs who could, punish you for showing or hedging, finishing right at the rim. Diba? Ilan lang naman yung mga ganun na talagang alley-oop threat, roll threat na sasalampak, roll threat na athletic. Konti lang naman yung ganun. So, afford mo as a team to just switch or, hedge, and then hayaan mo na yung shot blocker, rim protector mo, like Gabe Norwood in the scenario, to make plays and be the help side defender.